Approaching Ripley to get her out to take her on a training session. When you guys at home approach her crate, I don't want her going buck wild in the crate. She needs to be calm. If she's anything but calm, you need to address that by using the crate door if there's no tools on her. Okay, you would try to open the door a little bit and then close it very firmly and repeat that until she's calm. She almost should look bored. No bolting out of the crate. Now I can take my time getting her tools on. Got her tools on? At no point should she be bolting out of the crate and running around the house. I want calm energy in my house. Okay, so I'm gonna use a recall to a heel to move her upstairs. Come. Heel. Sit. Good. Heel. Calmly walked upstairs. I put her in a downstay. I'm gonna get ready myself, and then we're gonna leave the house. Do you see how before we even leave the house, I'm setting a tone for a very calm field trip, very calm behavior. I don't want her running around this house like crazy. I've got my baby here. I just want chill, relaxed, wait for me, and I will hold her accountable for all of her known commands. I am going to open the door here. That is not an invite for her to bolt out of the door, okay? Door is open. Okay. Wait for permission. Sit. Good girl. Good. Heel. Sit. Good. Open car door does not mean jump in. She's gonna wait for permission. No. Brake. Help getting in the car, and I could not film and do that. So now I've got her in the car. She is now expected to hold a downstay from start to finish until I reopen this door at our destination and invite her out. She's not allowed to pop up. She's not allowed to look out the windows at stuff to bark at. All she needs to do is hold this downstay. If she pops up, I'm gonna say no. Even though she's deaf, she may be able to hear me, and I'm going to tap the remote, okay? If the number on the remote doesn't work in that moment, I can dial up. Whatever is going to matter to her in that moment to get her to hold this downstay. So she popped up. I clicked twice. She's back down. In the car, got the baby in the car. Ripley's in a downstay. Still, she's really easy to see if she pops up because she's so big. But no big deal if she pops up. I've got my remote. That's the great thing about remote collar training. Click, down, okay? Very simple. Here we go. Okay, I've stopped the car. My mother is walking around the car, and Ripley hasn't popped up. She did pop up once as we started driving away from the house. Now my dad's outside, and I just said no, down. I couldn't film because I was driving, but she went right back down, and she hasn't popped up since. Now both of my parents are standing outside of my car, and you would never know because she's in a downstay. They had complained she was barking, lunging, growling, reactive out the car windows. That's kind of hard to do when she can't break out of her downstay, okay? It's very simple. Good girl. You see how she's soft? She's kind of sniffing in a curious way. That is way different than how she greeted me for her drop off. She was growling at me, she was lunging towards me, and that's simply just because nobody told her not to do that. So I'm basically saying, don't do anything but lay down. You can be curious, you can sniff, that's fine, but you can't growl at my parents. Good girl. Okay, so that was a very successful stop with my parents. They took Jessie for a few hours. I had Ripley in the back of my car in a downstay. Look at how her head is up and she's still looking out the windows. I am not happy with that. I want her completely committed, completely down. So I'm gonna say no, click, and her head will go back down. Okay, I don't even want her looking out the windows because she struggles with barking, growling, lunging, increasing reactivity. So I just want her laying down in the car. I don't want you looking out the windows, okay? Guys, we're at a stoplight. I just wanted to show you again how easy it is to keep your dog in a downstay while you're driving with the e-collar. Just again, to simplify it, anytime she pops up, I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna click the collar. If the number on the collar is not working, then I'm going to dial up as I'm holding the button, and then I'm going to release when the dog is down and mark with good, okay? This simple procedure of having a dog hold a downstay in the car takes care of so many problems: car sickness, anxiety, reactivity out the car windows, being destructive in the car. It just helps so much. The car is a really excellent opportunity for you to expect very good behavior from your dog, and I think it's overlooked. A lot of dogs come to us and they're standing up, they're barking their head off out the window, they're growling at people from the window, and like I've talked about so many times, just holding your dog accountable to a downstay, and you could get this. I don't even know there's a dog back there. I don't want a dog who I'm going through a drive-through, or I'm sitting here waiting to meet somebody, or I'm dropping my baby off with my parents. I don't want a dog who's in the back seat growling and barking their head off, or who's trying to run up into the driver's seat, who's acting like a maniac all over the car. I don't want that dog. I want a dog who's calm, quiet, relaxed in the car. I can take anywhere. I don't scare people away. They don't bark at people who are clearly not threats. And it also helps with the behavior once we get to the destination. So imagine you get your dog in the car and you allow them to go crazy. They're running all over the car with excitement, even if it's not coming from an aggressive point of view. They're just crazy all over the car. How do you think they're going to act once you get to the destination when you're on your walk? Maybe you're going on a walk through the park, or through a store, or to the vets, or the groomer. Probably not good, because you haven't set a tone for a calm and relaxed and well-mannered field trip. Imagine you start at the crate like we did. You wait politely to get your tools on. You wait politely to exit the crate. You walk nicely with me to the car. You hold a downstay for the entire car ride. Now, once we finally get out of the car, that's a way better mindset than the first dog that we described. Think about it. Anything less than this performance needs to be repeated and corrected until she's giving you this when you open the car door. She's not allowed to bolt out past you. It's very rude behavior, especially with a dog who's pushy and car reactive. She holds a downstay while you open the door, get her leash, get everything ready, and then you can invite her out. Heel. That's a good girl.